weekend adventure. Today I'm hiking. This trail doesn't have a name. It's like a loop of a bunch of different trails again. SAWBLADE, Woodland Loop, something like that. It's in Coquitlam in Burke Provincial Park, I think. And the trail I'm currently on, which just leaves from the parking area, is called Garbage, which I think is hilarious. And there's one right next to it called Recycled, I think. There's some loud sounds happening off behind me. Someone's property. Yeah, sounds like gunshots, which it very well could be, actually, thinking about it. But yeah, don't know what's happening there. But this is also a mountain biking trail, so I gotta make sure nobody's gonna come flying into me. And yeah, it's like a misty rain, but it's not real raining. Should be about 10K, I believe. See a couple waterfalls on the way. And yeah, so off we go on today's hike. In a video a while back, I mentioned that I don't really listen to music or podcasts when I hike. But recently, like last hike and this hike, I have been listening to music. I don't know if that's just because I've done so many hikes by myself now that I just kind of like having the sound there, because I'm still alone, which is fine. I like being alone and I don't mind hiking alone, but it's kind of nice to just have like some music to bop around to while you're going to. But yeah, today's hike, I'm listening to the Mamma Mia 2, or Here We Go Again, full soundtrack. And then after that, probably some country music, because I always want to listen to country music when I'm hiking. But yeah, it's also helpful because like with these newish headphones that I got, obviously they're just AirPods, but I can hear what's around me really easily, so I'm not losing out on the nature, and I'm not losing any like awareness of my surroundings by having headphones in. So yeah. That was the first waterfall, or official waterfall of today, which was Woodland Falls. And now I am moving on forwards and upwards to SAWBLADE Falls. I think there's 3 in total. I'm not sure what the other one is called, but yeah. It feels like this trail is weirdly like really flat and then really steep, and there's no like gradual or in between. So yeah, pretty easy overall, but then there's like just goes straight up suddenly. So yeah, it's really pretty. It's less foggy now than it was before, So that's nice. I can actually see more than like 20 feet in front of me. Just completed quite a climb, and I'm at the point where there's supposed to be a viewpoint, but I can't see anything. I'm kind of confused because it doesn't really look like you'd have much of a view even if it wasn't cloudy, foggy, but apparently there's something here, but I am not gonna see it. So I'm gonna carry on to SAWBLADE Falls. So I am headed back towards the car now, insofar as the loop that I'm walking. Technically past the halfway point a little while ago. There was a little trail that went the other way from me right now, and the recording on all trails that I'm following, they went up there, but it doesn't really seem like there's anything up there, at least not for a while. Like, they just kind of went up and then turned around, so I don't know if they went the wrong way or if they wanted to go see if there's anything up there, but I don't think there is. So I'm just gonna carry on my merry way back down to the park. And it's actually interesting because there were so many cars parked outside in the parking lot of the park where at the trailhead, but I've literally seen like 2 people. And I always find it interesting how you see like nobody until you get to the actual like waterfall or whatever, and then there's like 3 people suddenly, and you're like, where were you this whole time? Like, I could see a bunch of the trail in front of me and behind me, and you weren't on it. So people just like appear at the waterfalls and there's nobody else like the whole hike. So yeah, that's about that. I think I'm at like 6K or 5K, so it's gonna be like 10K total. And the whole trail is like water. There's rivers going across the trail. There's water coming down the trail. So yeah, good thing I don't mind my feet getting wet. Almost just dropped the camera. Oh. Just got back in my car. The recording was actually 9.7 kilometers, which is exactly what the route suggested. I say that actually surprisingly, because you'd think that if you're doing the exact same route that somebody else recorded, it would be the exact same distance, but that is almost never the case. It's either like a few kilometers longer or yeah, so it's just different. But yeah, back in the car now. I'm gonna eat a donut that I got earlier, and head out.